What is y'all's favorite album and song, and why?
Oh, I like that. See, yeah, okay.
The Space Jam soundtrack.
I hit him high, hit him high, hit him high, hit him low. Fuck yeah.
No, my favorite album of ours. Fuck, dude, that's a hard one. The Almighty's really special, for sure. I'll just go ahead and say the Mikey Clark record.
It really is, though.
That's a tough question, though. They're like our babies, you know? I love them all.
My favorite album's Mausoleum.
Yes.
He plays favorites, he's like, you know.
No, it is, though.
They're all
It's
our
my favorite
babies,
one.
but this one's special.
No, I do play favorites, and Mausoleum is my favorite record, but honestly, my favorite a.x.e joint currently, because it changes, that ebbs and flows, but Church Azul, goddamn.
Yeah, that's on the playlist.
It's just hard, it's dirty, it feels like I shouldn't be listening to this, I'm going to heck after this.
I think it's Church Azul for me. And To the Tone of the Black Tongue is probably my favorite track.
Which one, say it again?
To the Tone of the Black Tongue is probably my favorite track.
So we must really like Church of Zool.
I think the Church of Zool really captured what we were trying to do the most at that point in time. It sounds the most like we wanted to actually.
Yeah, it's the most visceral, for sure.
Church Azul feels like DLC.
And it was an extension of The Almighty. It was like a companion record. And it was completely, the first record that we completely wrote and recorded
He says writ a
in
lot.
the church. So that album was the first project done in
That's
the
true,
church.
yeah. A lot of The Almighty was recorded at my crib, and
All
some
of
of it at the church. There was a few things at the
yeah.
church we did there, yeah.
What do you think of your guys' catalogs of tracks that are most slept on?
Pipe Bomb, I think, is the most slept on track.
We both said that on the way in here.
I was really saddened that no one talked about that, because I thought that was like the farthest we've ever stepped out of our wheelhouse, and no one gave a fuck.
That's a tough question, too.
I have a little theory. I'm not saying that this track is slept on, but I think it'll be culturally impactful more so than people think in like 10 years is Deathbed.
I was going to say, yeah, that makes sense, right?
Because Deathbed, to the naked eye, it appears you're just like, oh, I'm edgy and I hate my life. But if you can't relate to the song
True, though.
Deathbed, I don't think you're a fucking Zooligan. Because that represents that like common thread of like darkness and just like, we fucking hate society, right? So, I don't know.
Yo, I'll tell you what, Deathbed is slept on, but the video for Deathbed is fucking slept on. So
Oh my god, yeah, because you gotta click 6 fucking things to watch the video.
yeah, you want to put a real gun in a video? Nope, shut down, restricted. I was
But
so
no,
fucking
everybody else's video is just like
choppers and shit. Nothing.
And we put one fucking Hogan's Alley fucking revolver in a video, and you gotta click 9 different things to watch it.
I'm so proud of that fucking video, though. We worked on that shit so hard. Built that shit in the back of the church, the set there. We built all that shit from top to bottom. Set, dressed it, everything.
Yeah,
Super proud
that
of
literally existed in the back of the church. All of that shit. Remember, Kyle?
And like the scene where he's getting fucking hooked by the chain or whatever, that's all shot in reverse. And then you reverse it and it looks like, you know.
Shout out to Sam Raimi for that.
Fuck yeah.
Don't give up those
Big
secrets.
shit. Genius.
So, yeah.
So is this the 3.0?
Yes, absolutely. That's what I see.
You gotta warm up to them, you know?
Yeah.
I'm real apprehensive
They're
when we
not
switch.
fucking
I'm like,
weird
oh, I
looking.
don't know if I like it. It's growing on me, literally.
Like, how did you decide that design? Because like, I love the Joker smile, the fucking stitches on top. Like, it's so much more expressive.
Typically, like I'll hit up 8 Legs did the 2.0. I was like, draw me up 6 different forever faces, like your ideas or whatever. And I took them and I cut little pieces out of them and like Frankensteined them together. And that's how I made the 2.0. This, Jacob drew as well, did the same thing. We kind of tweaked a few things and took a couple spots out.
Jacob's very talented.
Yeah, it's Jacob. The 2.1 is done by J Mus Morbid Gore, I believe. I did the same thing with that. I'm like, draw me up like 6 different ones. So there's a bunch we never even made.
That's really
I don't know why I'm talking to him. That was your
That's
question. He's just really big and imposing.
Mama? Mama?
Are you getting ready for any tours?
Getting ready for any tours? Oh yeah,
We are tormented for sure.
You better believe it. When Gods of Evil Rise drops, we're probably coming to your town.
You know that's what it's called, right? The Mikey Clark record. It's called Gods of Evil Rise.
Oh, by the way,
Oh, you didn't know, now you know.
We've been saying and shit.
no, stop talking. This is what it is.
I'll go.
Gods of Evil Rise.
I'll go for
It has to be this
dementia.
year, though. We're getting really out of shape. We got to get back on the road.
Speak for yourself.
I was speaking for Lee.
Fuck you, man. I'm in the shape of my life. This literally is the shape of what my life represents.
You are the amazing shape, my friend.
Yes, yes.
I dare you guys to touch his fucking stomach, though. It's unreal. It's so hard. It's so hard.
He's got that working man.
Hard bottle, bro. You think that's fat underneath there,
It's
huh?
a solid layer of chalupa fortified. Yes.
It's like a hard shell belly for sure.
It's a
not
giant
soft shell.
crunch wrap supreme. That's why I could never take my shirt off in front of you people ever.
Oh, I saw it one time and I'll never forget.
Oh my God. I want to say this, honestly. This motherfucker is like a brother.
Stop it, you're scaring me, bro.
These are my brothers, but one night, I'm gonna tell you a story about how Joe Black hurt my feelings for real. Okay, we were playing the last gathering that we were at. And,
It's the last gathering for us, whatever.
yeah, it'll be the last gathering for you, boy. All right. Anyways, we were playing the gathering, and it was sweltering, fucking spaghetti western orange Breaking Bad hot outside. And I'm like, oh my God, this is it. I gotta be vulnerable for once in my life.
We were in the tent. Remember they had the big ass.
Yeah, they had a little tent for
oh,
us.
This feels great.
Yeah, we're like, shit, yeah, we're in this fucking tent by ourselves. We just fucking played the gathering and they were real receptive. It was great.
Tons of people.
So I'm like, oh fuck, man, I gotta take my shirt off. Hit it with the. And I'm like, I gotta do this quick. I gotta do this quick. And all of a sudden, I hear this witch's cackle from the other side. Right? This guy goes, you look like Basket Case. And I knew exactly what he meant, and if you guys know what I'm talking about, then you know what he means too. And that shit was like Sephiroth's sword just going through my chest. I was like, kill, kill, kill.
Bro, let me reiterate something. I didn't
It
even
hurt
mention
my
this.
feelings. I was like, I just screamed out.
I didn't even mention this, but at the time I wanted to say it, but it all happened so fast I couldn't get this part out. The light, there was like a light above him and it was hitting him. It was like reflecting off his sweaty, fucking huge ass shoulders, right? He looked like a fucking UFO made out of flesh.
I was a Langolier.
Yeah.
Just like a giant flesh-colored Pac-Man eating everything.
But it
They got
was,
cheese cubes here.
it was one of the worst upper bodies I've ever seen.
And now you know.
Needless to say, he doesn't take his shirt off anymore.
That's why muggles will never see what
It was
is underneath
really
my
strange.
cloak.
One last thing, he has like really nice boobs for shoulders. Like for real.
Nippleless boobs.
On
Which
the
is also
shoulder
my
holders.
actor pseudonym I go under.
What's up, bro?